Hi, I'm Vivian the Knitter.
And I'm Alyson the Crocheter.
And you're listening to Keep Calm and Carry On.
Thank you so much for joining us for episode 68 of Keep Calm and Carry Yarn, a knitting and crocheting podcast brought to you by me, Vivian, and my daughters, Alyson and Emily. I'm coming at you from Virginia.
And I'm recording from Scotland. Hi, everyone. Hi, Emily.
Hi.
So we're doing a sort of a mini episode today, and we've got a special guest, my sister, Emily, who we've mentioned on the show before because I feel like at least I don't do a really good job of like referring to people by their relationships to me on this podcast. I'll just say, oh yeah, and then Sam, and then Mal, and then Emily, and then new listeners probably like, who are these people? But Emily's my sister.
Yep. Yeah, Emily's my second daughter. So yeah, we have mentioned Emily quite a bit on this podcast because
Yeah.
I haven't heard all that because I haven't listened to all of the podcasts.
She's a big fan.
There.
But you're visiting from Miami.
Yes.
And you're on the show because
I knit a little bit. A little bit.
Hey, a knitter is a knitter.
Yeah.
But living in Florida, it is, there are fewer things you can knit, or at least you don't want to be knitting woolly sweaters and things like that. So that does make it harder.
Yeah, so you have to stick with cotton and linen, which I don't like to knit with.
Well, it's better than getting all sweaty because you're knitting with wool.
I guess so, but I did knit on a sock last time we were in Miami at the beach.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to want to wear those socks in Florida.
True.
So.
I can knit them, I just can't wear them. Okay.
Cool.
You want to do our Buzzfeed quiz?
Sure. I picked this one because it seemed appropriate, because it's about sisters. And it's, are you more Alex or Haley Dunphy? And so that's from, in case anybody doesn't know, that's the two sisters in Modern Family. And I've actually been rewatching Modern Family. I think I'm on season 2 now. It's like my new background show when I'm doing other things, crocheting or, yeah.
That's a good idea. I haven't watched in a while.
Modern Family's always a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who'd you get?
So, can you guess?
You got Alex?
Yeah, you got Alex. It says, you're a bit of an outsider, but you're smart AF. People give you a hard time for being a nerd, but whatever. They're just jealous. So, I mean, out of the two of them, I am probably more Alex anyway.
Yeah, I think so. Not to say that you're a total airhead, but...
Well, you have to compare me and Alyson.
And say who's Alex and who's Haley, then... Yeah. So I guess who she got.
It's appropriate that I got Haley.
Haley?
So.
Oh, God. My face.
We don't have the descriptor for that because
I did it on my phone, and we were looking at Alyson on my phone.
So she got Haley. I got Alex, obviously, because...
Mm-hmm. Obviously. Because you two are the same person.
Yeah.
But, okay. Yeah, anyway.
That's pretty funny.
Although, the actress I feel like that for the actual actresses that play them, they're kind of... They're opposite from each other, in a flip-flop way. Ariel, what's-her-face, who plays Alex...
Really?
Is... very... Yeah, I don't know. Sensual as her public persona. I don't know about that. I just know about what she posts on her Instagram.
Yeah.
A lot of
Sarah Vavavoom.
Yeah,
her pictures.
she is. I like that.
But she's also younger, so
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that I really the girl that plays Haley. I don't know that I really see her that much in the Instagrams and the.
I follow
her.
I
do know. Yeah, I think I follow her.
I don't see. I don't really see her in the news as much as the other girl, so maybe that's why.
Right.
So. So now we get to talk about some of the choices we made.
Yeah.
What was your emoji?
The emojis was the poop face, the thumbs up, the two dancing girls, and the face that's like dish.
The face.
That's the one I picked.
The toothy.
You got the grin? What'd you pick?
I picked that one.
The thumbs up.
Yeah, I picked the thumbs up too because I think every other text is like a thumbs up.
I
do use the toothy grin a bit, but
Yeah,
the thumbs up probably more.
I'm always
I
wary
don't
about
think
using
I've
that
ever used
because no about the toothy grin because it looks slightly different on Android phones, so I don't think it conveys the same exact meaning. I did it once, and whoever I was texting, I can't remember who it was. A friend was
What
just
does
like,
it look like on the Android?
I don't know. I think because I always imagine it as being kind of cheeky, like hee hee, like But
yeah, me too.
I think the one on Android, I don't know if it was
more
it
of a
looked
grimace.
more. Yeah, and they were like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "Nothing."
Yeah, I think I've gotten that before too. Yeah, like, no, it was like I'm being cheesy and excited, and
I've
But I probably use the thumbs up more at work.
Yeah, same.
I think I've only used the dancing girls maybe once, and it had something to do with dance. So. Yeah.
I mean, they're confusing. The ears, don't understand.
Are they ears? Are they antenna? What the
don't
heck
know.
are they?
I don't know.
They look like
No idea.
antenna.
As a dancer, I find it very.
Yeah, she's
Interesting.
a professional.
Yeah.
Oops.
Right.
What
Did you
about
pick
Kardashian? I don't know who from what from when. So mine was what's a Kardashian?
Yeah, I picked that one too because, I mean, I know who Kim Kardashian is.
Right.
That's the mom, right? Is that the mom?
No, Kim Kardashian
Oh.
is the Kardashian.
The Kardashian.
I don't know that much about them, but I kind of know like a little bit. But I picked Chloe because I think she's, I don't know, I guess because
Is she the older one?
yeah, I think because she
Kim's not the
seems
oldest?
like the least annoying. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
Okay, what about you and your friends?
now I'm
arrive
seeing
at-
why I got Haley.
Yeah, I figured the response that I gave was definitely an Alex response.
Well, yeah, definitely.
You and your friends arrive at the mall. Where do you head first? Auntie Anne's, Brookstone, Sephora, or Starbucks?
I said Sephora,
Yeah, so did
which
I.
also makes me realize,
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been to a Sephora in ages, and I haven't actually
don't go
worn
very
makeup in
often.
ages.
but
We don't have Sephora here.
no, yeah. Well, I don't actually wear a lot of makeup normally, but because as a performer, I need like good
Yeah.
makeup that will stick to my face. So it is
Well, it's
somewhere I
'cause
shop.
Look how beautiful she is. She doesn't need to wear makeup.
Gee, thanks.
I picked Starbucks.
That's reserved for me.
You're all beautiful. What are you talking about? What'd you pick?
More.
What'd you pick, Alyson?
I did Sephora as well.
Oh, you did Sephora. Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I almost picked Brookstone because you would love going to
Yeah.
Brookstone and playing with all the toys and stuff.
Yeah.
The gadgets.
Toys. Yeah.
The toys.
Yeah. I almost
Who
went
would
for
you
Auntie
take?
Anne's though because I like Auntie Anne's pretzels.
Yeah. Who would you take to prom with you?
I went for Anne Hathaway.
I did too.
You did?
Yeah.
I picked Jimmy Fallon. Excuse me, because he's funny.
Yeah, he'll be fun to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know why I picked Anne Hathaway. I just thought
they
she'd be a
were-
nice date.
Well, there weren't really that many questions.
Hmm.
And the last
No.
one was, Oprah is giving you a car. What type of vehicle would you want?
I think Emily picked something sporty.
I did.
And I went for I don't care. I'd probably donate it. I mean, I wouldn't donate it, but I don't care.
I picked something sporty because that's not something I would buy for myself. But if Oprah was giving it to me, then I want something sporty.
True.
Yeah, I
Maybe
was
I'd
thinking,
go for a
like,
Tesla.
I already have an SUV, so mommy's SUV.
Oh,
So
my old SUV.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is almost like
was
a
just-
minivan.
I was just thinking for people who are listening to just the audio version, I know for new listeners, it takes them a while to figure out whose voice is whose, but now we've got Emily's thrown in there as well. So I'm wondering how people find like our voices, how they compare. Because obviously I think we sound like way different. Not way different, but you know, it's obvious the difference to me.
Well, when you guys are talking on the phone, and if I'm just getting hello, sometimes I have a hard time. Like, who is this?
I mean, that is one word.
Yeah, I mean, Daddy can't tell any of us apart on the phone in the first couple words.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
well,
yeah, there's plenty of times where, like, one of the aunts have called and they thought that one of us was you or something like that.
Or a grandparent, and they start speaking Chinese, and you're like,
no, I can't understand you. Yeah.
It's Emily.
I'm not my mother.
So, will we just talk about what we've been working on? Since it's a short episode?
Yes, because she actually has a whip and an FO.
Nice. Oh, okay. So we'll do whips first then.
Okay. What's your whip?
I'm working on this open cardigan.
What's it called?
She's not a professional. You gotta forgive her.
I also we're talking to Alyson on my phone, and all of the information is on my phone. So yeah, but it's a short sleeve open cardigan, and I'm using a bamboo cotton yarn. So
it's interesting construction because here's the back.
No, it's the
right?
It's the front. It goes it's like one long panel, and it goes in the drapes to the front, and then then you attach like
the sleeves are like really short, and then there's a back. Like it?
Yeah.
Oh, and then you graft it together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought for some reason that it went back and it came out to the front.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, practically, because if you're grafting it together, then it's like comes out. Okay.
I'd be interested to see what it actually looks like. So we'll put the links to the pattern in the show notes and stuff, because just from the description and the little that I can see, it doesn't seem like
There's
something you
not
would
much to go
wear.
off of.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that I am not an avid knitter, so I can't really.
I think it was a Vogue pattern.
Yes, it was.
Do you have it on your
Ravelry? Yes.
She has it on her Ravelry.
I'm sorry, I did not come prepared for this.
No.
Well, you were supposed to visit home a few months ago, and we had thought we would do like a special episode with you
but
on
we're
it.
all gonna be together.
Yeah, well, not me.
It's called number 8 Open Cardigan.
Is it like a Japanese pattern?
Yes, by Yoko Hatta. And it was published in the Vogue Knitting Fall 2015. See, it does go like that. 2015 issue, and it looks like that.
Okay.
So it does go across the back.
It looks like something I wear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it does.
Because it's in that brown color.
But yeah, I've really been enjoying working with this yarn, because the last thing I did was linen, and like I said, my hands were kind of killing me, but it's nice and soft and cool.
Killing you how?
It's just a little rough.
So sometimes I've heard, because I've never actually knit with linen, that you can soak it before you start working on it. But that's an extra step, so you can't just like get into your knitting.
Right. But I mean, you think about if you wear linen clothing, it
gets softer as you...
Yes, but it does have that like kind of, I don't know, papery texture that
crunchy.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that it's not the softest.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I only have one whip because I've only been working on my Sinister Catdigan sweater. I do have another one that's I'm swatching for, but I won't talk about that right now because it's just a swatch. So I haven't gotten very far on the sleeve. So this is the Sinister Catdigan by Marna Gilligan, because this is the third time I'm working on this sleeve. I've already ripped 1.5 sleeves out.
Gotcha.
It's so I follow the instructions, and it was like decrease row, and then five rounds of regular knitting, and then decrease all the way to pretty much almost to the cuff, and then the cuff. And I tried it on, and it was very snug. Like, it was very snug. So I ripped it out, and I doubled the non-decrease rows.
Right.
So I would knit 10 rounds and then a decrease. And I got to the elbow, and it was still kind of tight. It's like, we must have really big arms. It wasn't like tight, but it was snug. And Madeline's arms are bigger than mine, so she's not going to want to wear it. So now I'm doing 15 rows of stocking knit between each decrease row. So hopefully, and I'm not even at the elbow yet because I've already knit this sleeve 1.5 times. And so that's pretty much the only whip I have.
I am.
What do you have?
Not. Well, last time I mentioned I was working on a commission, and I'm still working on it. I'm nearly done, and then I'll start something else. So I can't really talk about that. But you talking about the sleeves, it made me think, because I've been like obviously playing around with learning how to design and stuff, and making sweaters and stuff. Like, obviously you can look online for all these different measurements of all the different parts of the body, and the Craft Yarn Council has their measurements, which isn't super exhaustive. Isolde has another one that she shares on like a Google Drive spreadsheet, which has like even more measurements. But even then though, I don't know if it's because I'm approaching it from too much of an analytical perspective where I want like everything, but like even just so like they give you the height of like the armhole, right? And as well as the upper arm circumference. And for like, I try to think like how do those two relate, you know, like, because obviously this is bigger than this because you have to account for it. But then it's just like, but how do you know, like, how do you transition from that to that, and then from that to like, you know, your wrist?
Oh, so you just have to figure out where you're going to decrease it from the initial hole to
yeah. But then I guess it's like you just have to decide like how you're going to decrease it, how tight the arm's going to, like, you want the sleeve to be relative to the body, and then you just have to accept that everyone's body's different. So like with you've got the pattern, and obviously she's written the pattern and it works for people, but then for other people it's just not going to work because well, that's the beauty of knitting or crocheting for yourself, is that you can make adjustments as you go. It's different for like sewing, because you have a pattern, you have to cut it out, and then, but you can make adjustments to the pattern before you cut it out, but you can't try it on. I mean, you can make a muslin sample, but that's another step that you have to take. So that's okay.
I mean, your
other step is just make it and then rip it back out again. And then
yeah, I'm the queen of frogging. I'm not afraid of a little frog.
But it's not extra material, just extra time.
It's not.
True.
What?
It's not extra material, so there's nothing to waste.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Just your time.
So, do you have any FOs you've been working on?
Not any Yarny FOs. I was just gonna mention, as a crafty thing, obviously, like everyone else, I've been making masks. Yeah, but so I started with just like the regular like rectangular pleated ones, but also I get a little anal about it, like with like the front and the back, because like technically it's reversible, but the front side, the pleats are more even than the back side, so I've like just marked off on the back sides where like the bottom right corner should be on all of them. But doing this shape, well, it also means that if you always wear it the same way, then like for it means you always wear it the same way.
You have the little piece that goes up to the front. I always wear that in the outside. Okay, never mind then. There's like a facing that you sew over the pleats. You're not doing it that way. Never mind then.
How do I sew over the pleats? Oh,
a facing?
No?
No, you're just sewing it. So how are you dealing with your raw edges?
They're on the inside, but I've sewn the hole shut.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You just
What?
Okay.
What? Because the pattern calls for like leaving a hole and then sewing like the edges so you can put a filter in, but we don't bother with an extra filter. So I've just been closing the holes.
Okay, the one I've been using is you only sew the top and the bottom together, and then you make the pleats, and then you sew it facing on the edges.
Oh.
And then you turn it over. So there's like a little bit of a facing in the front. And if you use the same fabric, it looks the same. But if you use like a different fabric for the facing, then there's like a contrast or whatever. So then
these are just made from one rectangle.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Yeah, and then so I've made a few that are like shaped to your face. But doing this, it's made me think, oh, I want to sew something else. Like I could do this. Like it's not just straight lines. I could do it. So. Yeah.
Well, you pick some cute fabrics.
It's all scraps. This one, the lining, it's like 3 different like I just sewed 3 like scraps together to get
to get it big enough.
Yeah. Same with the inside of this one.
Mask.
Is like there's more scraps just on the inside to do that with.
So do you like the pleated ones better or the curved ones?
I haven't actually worn this one out yet. I don't go out very often, so
So we've been wearing the pleated ones more, and your dad doesn't like to pull the pleats out, so he just like wears it just like that, and it doesn't cover his chin. It just goes like this, and it just annoys the heck out of him. Like you should. It's like, you can breathe better if you pull it out. It's like, no, this is fine. And I always like to like cover up my chin too, because
we're supposed to.
Like,
I don't know. I will say I like wearing glasses. Well, I mean, obviously people talk about like, it will fog up your glasses, but if you put it over, at least for me, it hasn't been fogged up. And I know lots of patterns call for like doing a thing so you can put some sort of wire to do the nose. Yeah. But because I have my glasses, they just goes right over, and I don't need the wire.
Well, that works.
But, yeah. Anyway, do you two have FOs?
She has an FO.
I do. I'm wearing.
She's wearing her FO.
My FO. I know the name of this one.
Oh,
it's a lovely lace linen top, I think.
Lovely linen lace top.
There you go.
By Prima magazine. It's a Prima UK site, and it's a free pattern.
It is.
Okay.
And it took me a long time, and the last time I saw both of you together, which was Christmas, I was working on it, and then I didn't finish it until, well, it took me, I think, like a full year to finish, only because I kept putting it down and picking it up or whatever. But, yeah, it's kind of big, but I didn't want to rip it out, so.
Well, yeah. I think that looks like it's supposed to be oversized.
Yes, but it is a little, like, if you look in the picture, she wears it, like, it's just over the tips of the shoulders at that, like, boat neck. But for me, it's like, my shoulders can just pop right out of this. I just have to kind of
very flash dance.
Yeah. Off the shoulder.
You're a dancer.
That's true. But very appropriate for Florida. So,
yeah. I only have one FO. And
wait, was that the first garment that you knitted yourself?
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Good job.
So it's extra impressive, really.
And
what?
And plushies.
It's extra impressive, really.
Yeah. Well, she's done color work. She's stranded color work.
Yeah.
I did Christmas stockings before this.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Oh, she has another FO.
Yeah, which is not knitting, which was Alyson saw it in progress, but
my
Christmas birthday gift for mommy, which has her initial.
It has my initial,
little tiny
in the colors that I like.
The sheep are so cute, and they're eating.
It was
grass.
a little bit of an experiment because I'm still learning to embroider.
But I think she did an excellent job.
Yeah. Did you design it yourself then?
I did. I tried to make it look like the V was like knitted, but it didn't really turn out that way. But it's in colors that she likes, so I guess it still works. But yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
nice. It was hanging on my wall. I pulled it down for
Have you seen, I'll have to send you guys the link or something, but there's somebody, I think they're based in the US, and they do like custom frames, and they're like square or round wooden frames, but they're specifically for embroidery hoops. So the inside has like a circle insert that you put the embroidery hoop in, and then it has a really chunky wooden frame. So
you put the whole hoop
or-
inside of it.
Yeah, you put the whole hoop in. So so it hides
You
the
don't have to
hoop.
like finish it or anything.
Yeah.
You don't have to stretch
Oh,
it.
that's cool.
Cool. I finished my Skreppa cowl. In fact, I finished it probably like the day, just like a couple days after we last.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. So it's got
Other than the
it's
fact that it's
brioche.
sweltering hot there and you don't need it.
Yeah.
No, we do have the AC on and a fan going right now. It's the yarn was the purple is Dirty Water Dye Works, and the speckled is Little Sprouts.
So are those both indie dyed yarns?
Yes, I think.
Very
Well, Dirty Water is definitely indie dyed. The Little Sprout, I'm not sure. I think so. I can't say for sure.
Would you ever make a sweater in brioche, or would that be too thick?
I mean, plenty of people have made brioche sweaters. It's very comfy because it's super stretchy.
Yeah. I mean, even just looking at they look so, like, all the brioche you've done, it just looks so, I just want to squish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stretch it and touch it and
Stretch
squish
it. I mean, it is. I mean, you're only using fingering weight yarn, but because it's pretty much double layered throughout the whole thing, it's very squishy and warm too.
You know who
So-
lives
so
somewhere
we
really,
really
cold
don't need
and
it
could
right
have
now.
a really warm sweater?
Maybe one day. So that's my FO, and those are our only FOs.
I have a little Yarny bits and bobs, and I'm wearing it.
Yeah, me too.
So well, I'll show you the shirt. This is the shirt I'm wearing, and it says, "Hi, I'm Alyson the Crocheter, and I've made one for you, which hasn't been delivered yet." Yeah.
Yeah, it got delivered just the other day.
Oh, it did. Okay, so yeah, we've got our own shirt. So whenever we go out to future
Whatever that's
guests,
gonna be.
we have our matching but not
Whenever we're
white
allowed.
shirts. Yeah,
And I'm
but
wearing-
that leads me into. Oh, yeah, you're wearing.
I'm wearing your cake and ball and Hank and Skein shirt.
Very nice.
But that leads me into the fact that the merch shop, which you can get the Hankin, I don't even know what order the Hankin ball and
Cake and ball and Hank and Skein.
yarn and
Starts with
yarn and
cake.
yarn and yarn. So yeah, the merch shop that you can get that. You also can get some KCACY stuff. So I've got a tote bag here as an example.
Nice.
So if any of our viewers would like a KCACY tote bag, and on the back it has our little bubbles. Again, hi I'm. But we've also got mugs and like stickers. I think we've sold a couple mugs and stickers.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think I should get some stickers. They didn't have the turquoise in my size, so I ended up with a black Keep Calm and Carry On shirt.
Oh, the t-shirt. Yeah.
'Cause I
Oh,
wanted
well, last
turquoise.
time when we were talking about the t-shirts, and you were saying like if they're manufactured some in the EU and some in the US, then are they going to be different products? And then when I got this shirt, I opened it, I was like, it's the wrong size. Because it says extra small on the tag. I'm like, I definitely ordered a small. Like, I would never order an extra small. I'm not that small. But then I look closer, it was because it's an extra small US, but a small EU. So it's just like, oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when we were trying to compare sizes, and I was telling you like, oh, you could just order this size, and you're like, but that's only this big, and because we were looking at the size charts, and they were obviously different because.
Oh.
So if this is an extra small in the US,
That means
But
people in
it's
the
a
U.S.
small-
are big.
Yeah.
Well, I ended up because I wasn't sure. Because this is like, is this one of the skinny cut ones? Yeah, this is one of the skinnier cut ones.
You ordered it.
And well, that's why I ended up like with an extra large. No, with an extra large rather than just a large, because I like a little bit of room around my belly. And then I got it. I was like, oh, it's really big. So I did throw, since it's 100% cotton, I did throw it in the wash and dried it. So it's a little bit less big now.
Did you find it smells a bit vinegary when you first open it?
It did, yeah.
But I think that's just because I've ordered other things from like custom printing things from like different companies, and they all smell like that to begin with.
I think it's because of the dark colors, whatever they have to use to go.
I don't
maybe?
think so. I ordered a white shirt for Christmas, the Everything is Ice Cream shirt for Daddy, and that had that same smell.
Oh, he hasn't worn that shirt in a while. I don't know where that is. I should probably look for it. Okay.
Cool.
That's all that we have now. You're gonna keep working on your commission, not commission.
I know. I just want it to be done so that I know I've like successfully completed it.
How much more time?
And I
do you
can't
have?
wait
You
to actually
still
be
have
able to
some
tell
time,
people
right?
about it.
You still have some time, right? It's not like due.
Yeah. I've still got plenty of time. But I'm just been, really on it. So that's why I'm nearly
Well,
done.
you don't have much else to do anyway, so.
I mean, I'm working a whole 3.5 days a week.
Oh, so much.
Okay. Will I do the spiel?
Yes, spiel away.
Okay. So you can find the show notes for this episode and every episode on our website, which is kcacypodcast.wordpress.com. You can follow us on Instagram at kcacypodcast, or you can follow my personal Instagram, which is Alyson here, and my mom's is upstate_Viv, and my sister's is
Emily 2_performance. It's kind of long.
And you can see her doing we've kind of alluded to the fact that she's a dancer and does stuff like that, but she's a dancer and she's a contortionist and she does lots of cool things. So you can see that on her Instagram. You can like and subscribe and comment and give us all the love on iTunes or on YouTube or wherever else you get your audio podcasts. You can also join the Ravelry group if you are so inclined. I know some people are still having some trouble with that. Just search for Keep Calm and Carry Yarn podcast in the groups tabs. And you can also support the podcast by buying us a coffee at ko-fi.com/KCACY podcast. Thank you for listening.
And remember to keep calm and carry yarn. Bye.
Bye.